A very cure treatment. Pushkar was a very poor young man and was a coward. He had no any special job to do. His parents were used to tell him of finding some useful job to keep his life well, but he had never given his ears to them. He wandered everywhere and wasted his time in dawdling. One day, when Pushkar came to know that the king was recruiting men for his naval force, he attended the recruitment and was selected as a naval cook. He was boarded in a ship and he carried on with his work. He was generally a coward, and so he was always in the fear of the sea. One day, the ship was on its voyage to a neighboring country. The king was also in the ship. When the ship reached somewhere in the middle of the sea, Pushkar came out of his kitchen and ascended the steps to the ship's deck. Standing by the helm of the ship, he looked around to see the vast and seamless sea stretching all over to the horizon. Suddenly, the nervous cook was frightened by the thought that the ship might be wrecked at any time. So thinking, he cried aloud. Actually, he created an undesirable scene there. Hearing the din he made, the crew ran to the deck and saw Pushkar crying and howling like a hysteria-affected man. The king also came out of his royal chamber and made his appearance in the deck. The king ordered his men to call the ship's physician. Still Pushkar was showing his antic eccentricities. The physician arrived and tested the patient, who was still howling and pouting and twisting his lips awkwardly. To everybody's surprise, the physician made an unbelievable declaration. Throw him to the sea. All were amazed to hear this proclamation. But the king kept silent, thinking that something useful would be behind this order. When the king wanted his men to obey the physician's order, Pushkar was thrown overboard and he fell into the sea. He had not known how to swim. He writhed in water because of suffocation. When he was struggling for life, the physician told the crew to save him from water. On the board back again, Pushkar did not show any sign of fear or insanity. The physician told, addressing the assembled crew, Pushkar was always in the thought of a shipwreck. When he was struggling with the water for his life, he knew that the only safe place in this vast ocean is the ship. Now she gets comfort in the ship, and he feels safe here. When one faces the real danger, one will understand the greatness and value of peace and tranquility. All could understand what was behind the physician's order.